What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's time for another video, and in today's one we're going to be having a commentary one. We're going to be discussing the Rise of Empires game. We're looking at the today's status of the game, and because we already know how the game used to be, we see how it is now, we can have a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like later on. And that's the main subject of today. I'm also going to be doing an announcement of the future content that's probably gonna hit the channel somewhere this weekend, and a few other subjects besides all that. So make sure to stick around till the end, as we have a lot to talk about. Hit the intro. I don't want everybody to just think I'm being a negative guy that just complains about everything, being a hater. So today we're gonna be starting with the good stuff. Yes, you heard it right, the good stuff. So if you've been watching my live stream, if you're watching the past videos, you've seen me complain about you've seen me complain a lot about the situation for free-to-play players in particular, as the disconnect between the spenders and them is outrageous. And again, don't get me wrong, it is a company, they do have to make money, but nothing is stopping you from making those skins with those amazing attributes for the spenders to spend for and have their advantage for it. But what's stopping you in making castle skins for free-to-play players? You don't have to make one every week like you do for spenders.
Got it!
But you could release from time to time skins with a little event where the free-to-play player also has a chance to get it. It's something very impactful for players in any game to have the possibility of a bit diversity, change a bit the look and so on. It's literally just a sign that you care. And guess what? If you've been playing till now, then you know what I'm gonna be saying now. They actually finally did it. They released a full-on castle skin, permanent and all that stuff, for every single player that wants to get it. You just have to kill a few monsters, get the scrolls, buy it, bam, castle skin for free-to-play players with attributes. I mean, really. So I think it's due for the first time on this channel, probably the last one, that I will say this. So you might want to record this. Rise of Empires, good job. Okay, that's enough sentimentalism. Let's move on, because yeah, they did something amazing. Congratulations for that move, developers. But that doesn't, you know, change everything else you did besides that, which we're gonna get into a bit later. But to stay with the positive vibes, let's give the announcement for the upcoming content that's gonna hit the channel. I will try to make it this weekend, but I will see how the time is running and if I can or not. I'm gonna be doing a series called the Survival Series with Kalistos and friends. And as the name implies, me together with other friends from Rise of Empires, we're gonna be playing a survival game to do exactly that, try to survive in it. It's gonna be a short video series, so I'm planning to do just a few videos about it, but definitely check in to see how we manage to stay alive when literally the entire nature is trying to kill us. More details about what game we're actually playing and who's gonna be in it in the video that's gonna be released soon enough. And to finish up the good news, again, a reminder that the merch store is out. The Kalistos Royal Guide items are now available for anybody to get, from t-shirts that you can wear because your girlfriend hates you every time you need to get up for Eden, for coffee mugs, for all of those different research timers. you name it, you got it. I've tried to make an item for every single type of player, so make sure to go check out. The link for the merch store is in the description, and of course with each purchase you support my channel to continue on doing the content that you love. So now let's get back to the status of Rise of Empires. What's the status now? I believe that the status now is drastic, but still not the end.
What?
That was almost bad, right? So I did release a video a while back. I think it was called "Is Rise of Empires Finished?", where I was kind of discussing the same story. I was talking about the situation in Rise of Empires back then and where do I believe it's gonna go towards. Here we are today, the future me, saying you were right, Kalistos. The game did go that way, because yeah, let's see what we do have now. It was already a disconnect between spenders and free-to-play players, because they were trying so hard to milk the money out of the spenders that they didn't even realize that the free-to-play players had absolutely no more chance to reach the spenders. You cannot even use the words balance anymore, because there is no more balance. You have them and those. It doesn't matter what type of free-to-play player you are, if you never spend a dime in this game. And this is very important, because the situation with spending in Rise of Empires became so bad that even low spenders consider themselves free-to-play players, because they say, well, compared to the top spenders, I'm literally not spending nothing, so I am a free-to-play player. No, you're not, bro. Free-to-play means you don't spend money, like not $1. That's money that you have to take out and give. If you want to say you don't care about $1, fine, but that doesn't change the fact that you're not a free-to-play player anymore. If I go in a shop and there's a t-shirt saying free, and I want to take it, and the shopkeeper says like, oh, sorry sir, you need to buy that one, but it says free. Yeah, it's 10 euros, but it says free. Yeah, well, compared to all the other t-shirts we have, 10 euros is nothing. It doesn't work like that. It's either free or not. But this is the situation right now in the game. It's just that bad. But till now, I was always talking about the free-to-play players, but now it's actually about the spenders. And this is where Rise of Empires should definitely start worrying and understand that they are really king up this game. The spenders are sick, the spenders are quitting. And that's not me trying to lit up the flame or throw gas on it. It's the facts. If you check out, like, the best way to see if the game is going good or bad is to see the market of selling castles. Before, it used to be something like the moment somebody would sell a big castle, everybody would know about it, because you have to know, oh, which one of the top spenders is selling his castles and why. Nowadays, that's not even news anymore, because there's so many people trying to sell their castle. The second thing is the market price. Back one year and a half, selling a full-on top account for 4,000 euros was normal, was expected. You knew how much money the spenders put into that castle, so 4,000 was actually nothing compared to the amount of money he put in. And people were buying them, people were trading them, and so on. Now spenders cannot even sell their accounts, because nobody pays that amount of money anymore for a game that is dying. And this is the very important part. The reason why nobody is interested in buying accounts anymore from nobody is because they see it, even if they don't want to accept it, they do see the fact that the game is slowly going to self-destruct mode. And the moment your top spenders are quitting the game, literally giving their accounts away because they can't sell them, they try and they can't find buyers anymore, and they just give their accounts away to players that still want to play the game just so they can quit, then you know shit went down. And it's not because Kalistos said, it's because that's the facts. You see, the spenders are the reason a game is alive. You need a production team, you need to do investments in that game to have a game. So spenders are the bread and butter that keep that game alive. It's normal in any type of gaming company. Some overdo it, some less, but it doesn't matter. They are a necessity for every game. So the moment the game starts attacking the spenders by saying all the money you spent till now is not enough and we want everything you have, that's where the problem comes. You see, when you release different skins and with different stats, then the spender has a choice. Do I want that stat that badly, or can I just still be one of the top players as I am right now without having to spend that extra money? That is what normal spending should look like. Nowadays, Rise of Empires is saying, if you don't buy the next thing, it doesn't matter how expensive we make it. If you don't buy the next thing, all the money you spent till now is gonna mean nothing, because the top spenders are still gonna squish you like a bug. When you release heroes that are overly expensive and just accessible to people that pay, that are, I wouldn't say Arthur is an OP champion, but he's definitely one of the top champions in the game right now. So when you do that, you are saying to the spenders, look, you either give me more money, and it doesn't matter how much I ask, you have to give it to me, or the people that will give it will destroy you, and everything you paid for till now will mean absolutely nothing. And that's the situation right now in Rise of Empires. From Arthur to the new wings that cost 4 million gems, to Cleopatra, and it goes on and on. If you look at LSS, you also have the lab. If they introduce the lab also in Rise of Empires, that means even more bigger cost for the spenders. The free-to-play players are still gotta do their thing. If the spender is 5 times stronger than the free-to-play player, or 2 times stronger than the free-to-play player, he's still gonna win. So we kind of accepted our fate, you know. But as much as your life is going as a spender, Jesus Christ, bro. I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. If you have the money and you don't mind spending it on the game, your decision. You work for it, you pay it wherever you want. I totally agree with that. But shouldn't you have a limit for yourself, not because I said it, for yourself, of why you're spending that money? Shouldn't there be a point where you're asking yourself, am I still paying the money because I'm enjoying the game and I'm enjoying competitiveness? Or is this just a competition of who can spend more of their money in the game? There is not much to gain anymore as a spender. There's not much more to gain with your money besides trying to make all the money you spent till now not become irrelevant. So by looking at how things used to be, to how they evolved to the situation that we are now, you can clearly see that this game is done. I really don't see how Rise of Empires is gonna suddenly change all of these things, considering the disconnect they have with the community. Even if the spenders have some contact with people that actually have access to changes, I don't think they will. If they didn't do it till now, if everything just evolved into worse and spenders are still going for it, why would they? Why would Rise of Empires stop making all this if you guys keep paying? Like, just understand that you're the one pushing the buttons here. You're the one that keeps saying to Rise of Empires, no matter what price, no matter how much, we will pay for it. So if you're sick of it, then stop doing it. But I'm not just gonna sit here talking about quitting Rise of Empires. I want to also give you a separate option in case you want to experiment other games, and for that a good example is gonna be Age of Z. This is also a free-to-play mobile game. It's more futuristic, zombie invasion and all that, so a different thematic to Rise of Empires, but still interesting. A lot of the things that you are used from Rise of Empires are also in Age of Z, including extra tower defense events. The graphic is amazing, the company is a big company, so definitely the quality is there. And again, it's a free game. I've left this link in the description. I would definitely advise you to use the link, download the game, check it out for yourself and have an opinion of how it feels, if you like it or not. And as Age of Z is also the sponsor of today's video, you're also gonna be supporting my channel by doing that. So again, the link is in the description below. Download the game, have a feel of how it is, and make your own impression about it. Maybe that's your next game to go for. But with this, I also want to wrap up. The video was already long enough. There was a bit to talk about. Let me know in the comment section below actually what you guys think about the situation now in Rise of Empires, and what you guys think is gonna be the future of Rise of Empires, because this is the more important part. We already see what's going on now, but we need to know what's coming next to understand if we really want to continue going for it. But that's it from me now. Thanks again for checking in. Leave a like if you enjoy the content, subscribe. As I said, the new content is coming out soon, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.